it is the last reset of 2024. The next time I reset, it will be in a new year. And I'm so excited about it. I cannot lie. I love this time of the year. This is time to reinvent yourself. This is the time to reflect so you know where to get better. This is the time to really reset your life, your goals, so you can go into a new year. Hello my loves, it's Nicole Charnel here. Welcome back to my channel and to a new video. So let's reset for the month of December. Okay, so if you're new here to my monthly resets, I do have a structure for this video and it starts with reflection. I like to reflect on the previous month so I know where I'm going for a new month. So let's go to my reset page within my Notion and I'm going to click November. So if you don't know, November is my birthday month and usually it's the best month of the year. However, this year I only gave it a 4-star. My month of November, it was good. I stayed in a good vibe, but like some things happened that kind of really annoyed me this month. And that's why I only give it a 4-star. Just saying. I do have like a reflection from the previous year. And literally my word for November 2023 was epic. And for 2024, my word is pressured. I felt so pressured this month in my life. I kind of talk about this in one of my vlogs where I just talk about like the expectations people have of you in your own life and how it bleeds into the things that you do, the decisions that you make, the choices that you make, how you move, how you talk, how you breathe, and I think it's really unfair. It's really unfair in the sense of like, you're giving me your pressure. Like this is a pressure maybe that you have on your life and you're putting it now on my life and that's not okay. And it's great that this month I really like visualized that and like not just visualize, but I came to a point to say like, no, like we're not doing that anymore. We're not taking somebody else's pressures and putting them on my life and like my decisions and my choices. I'm going to do what I want to do and live how I want to live. And I'm not saying reckless, like calm down, relax, but just in the sense of I'm not letting someone else pressure me. The decisions that I'm going to make, I'm going to be responsible for them and I'm going to make them because I want to make them. And honestly, this is all because of a book that I read, but it was a really good book. Just want to say it was great. It was great. It was a great book. And I'm going to talk about it in a moment. So the word I chose was pressured. Memorable moments of the month was reconnecting with old friends and visiting Second and Charles. Second and Charles is one of my favorite bookstores. And it's because it's a bookstore as well as it has like, I don't know if memorabilia is the right word, but like I love Harry Potter. So like there's a Harry Potter section where there's journals and planners and books, not just the Harry Potter books, but like notebooks that are themed around Harry Potter. There's socks, there's hats, there's scarves, things like that I can buy that are Harry Potter themes. And I love that for me. I just love stuff like that. Honestly, like one of my regular notebook that I use at work is literally Harry Potter themes. And it's almost like it's just like a little reminder for me, like this is something that I love and it gets me excited. So it allows me to get excited about work. Does that make sense? That's just me. I don't know. I love that. So visiting that store, I just loved that store. Also reconnecting with old friends. This month, like a couple of people just came out the woodworks for me and in the best way, honestly, like just talking to them again, connecting with them again, like going back to like, I don't know, just memories. Like memories sometimes are a really good thing. Like this is me reflecting. So it's in a way it's like that. But like reflecting on our friendship, like where it was and can it be that again? And like kind of just getting into that. So that was really nice. Like I loved that about this month. And it was multiple people that I like reconnected with. So that was really good. I really liked that. What I learned this month was the 4 Agreements. And so this is my favorite book of the month as well. And I'll talk about that later. But the 4 Agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take it personal, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Learning these 4 things honestly changed my life. I say that so much. I feel like sometimes, like, especially when I read a good book or like I have a good like experience or go through something, but like I loved learning these 4 things, and to make these agreements with myself really has started to change me and the way I think and the way I move and the way I act and the way I talk and the things I do. And I am here for it. I'm so here for it. I just had, like, in that sense, just really just a life-changing time. Like, really just a life-changing time. So that is what I learned this month, the 4 agreements. Like I said, I'll talk about that book at the end as well, but it is a book. And I read it twice this month, 2 times, and someone gave it to me for a birthday gift. I cannot wait to go free and read it at the 3rd time and highlight and annotate and just really get the agreements into my soul. I love it. I love it. Anyway, and what I want to improve upon is daily planning and weekly planning. Once again, I feel like every time I do this section of what I want to improve upon, it has to do with planning. It really does, because I do, like, I know that planning is really important for my life, like for my everyday life, but I do also, I'm human and I just get distracted or like miss things or like don't do what I'm supposed to do. So there's that. And it happens pretty often. So I try to do better. I try to do better, but I think really saying that I'm going to improve upon these things is like what helps me be better and what helps me do better. So that is the goal for the month of December. Well, part of the goal, you know. Speaking of goals, I did want to talk about my planning and my 12-week year just a little bit, because I did revamp it. I did restart it. It restarts on the 8th of December. So I'm going to talk about it in that video. So not in this video, because I'm going to show you my revamp. But basically, I was slacking terribly in the month of not just November, but October in my planning and staying on top of my goals and everything like that. And I need to really just reset, like a big reset. So literally from now until the 8th, I am going to reread the book, The 12-Week Year, to really just get it like more ingrained in my mind. The very first time I read that book was probably the best time for me. Like the best 12-week year was when I first read that book. Matter of fact, today I'm going to the bookstore and I'm getting that book. Like I'm going to get that book. I've been wanting to go to the bookstore for a while. So there's that. And then also I want to, I have some gift cards, so I'm going to use a gift card to get that book. But anyway, I just hadn't been doing the best. I had been just not doing my 12-week year really. So I need a really good reset. I need a really good revamp. I've already done like the digital portion of it and I love it. I love it. It's going to work. I'm going to make it work and it's going to happen. But now I want to just like talk through with you guys what I'm going to do. So it is going to be a separate video. But if you don't know, the 12-week year is a technique that you use to achieve your goals in 12 weeks instead of 12 months. So it teaches you how to achieve goals better. It teaches you the art of creating goals that you can then achieve in the 12-week time span, the importance of time management, the importance of setting the correct goals, the importance of tracking. All that is within the 12-week year. I do have so many videos on the 12-week year and I will have so many more because it is literally my favorite way to achieve goals. It works so well. It can work for anyone. So check out those videos, first of all. And second of all, try the 12-week year. Just try it out. It's so good. The best way to achieve goals. I also usually talk about my financial milestones in this video, but I am going to skip past this part because I'm going to revamp like my whole financial milestones for basically the end of the year. So I want to kind of put that in its own video. So that video will be out later in the month because I am doing Vlogmas. So that's going to be the portion of Vlogmas because I'm going to do that kind of like real time and kind of like talk through what I'm going to do to revamp my milestones. But I do want to let you know that I am on a good savings track. I am on a good not using my credit card track, and I did save this year. For the entire year I saved up for Christmas, and that is such an achievement for me. So I do want to talk about that milestone. I wanted to save at least $1,000 and I saved more than $1,000. I saved $1,200, $1,200. I love that for me. And for example, also going into the next month, I've already started saving for my next emergency fund milestone, which is $3,000. What else did I save for? I guess those are the two. Oh, my travel. I saved up my travel amount and I bought one of my plane tickets that I need to buy for the year 2025. So my savings is going really, really well. But like I said, I'm going to do a separate video to really talking about that, breaking it down, showing you like the end of the year and how well it's going. And yes, I'm so excited about it. I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. Okay, so lastly, we're going to talk about my favorites for the month. And first, my book favorite, which I've already kind of talked about, which is The 4 Agreements. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot that I have this book physically. I need to go get it. Here it is. The 4 Agreements. Someone got me this for my birthday, one of my friends, and he also is the one that told me about the book. Oh my gosh. A Toltec wisdom book is what it is. Don Miguel Ruiz is the author, and it's called The 4 Agreements, a practical guide to personal freedom. I love this book. I love it. 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 I can't wait to once again read this book for the 3rd time and annotate it, right? Take notes, put them in the margins. Just breathe the book for a moment. Oh my gosh, I love this book. Like I said, the 4 agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take it personally or don't take things personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Those are the 4 agreements. So this book, like I said, it's about those 4 agreements, and those 4 agreements that you make with yourself in the way of like having your best life. Now, I will give a little disclaimer, because this book, when it says a Toltec wisdom book, it talks a lot about like spiritual level things, and not in a bad way, but however, like I'm a Christian, and so like at one point he brings up a scripture and he talks about like being impeccable with your word, but the scripture he gives is really, it's like, to me, like I've always been taught and understood that this scripture is talking about like what God and what Jesus has to say about the word, the actual Bible. But when he describes it, he uses it a little bit differently. Now, I am not saying that all of these things in here that have to do with like the spiritual, the Bible, and all the things that he says that I 100% believe. However, his take on those things is really eye-opening. Also, I feel like he used them as a tool for you to really understand how you are making your life worse in some ways and how you can improve your life in a lot of ways. Just starting with your mindset, just starting with what you think, what you say, what you do, in that way. So like I said, like I'm not saying, I am saying I agree with a lot of the things in this book. However, when he talks about the Bible and stuff, like I said, like that's like a little bit of like, not even a gray area, but just like not what I've been taught in the way of the Bible. However, everything else that has to do with the 4 agreements, 100% spot on. Spot on. Okay. I love this book. If you are looking for a way to really improve your life, starting with your mental, starting with what you think about yourself, this is the book for you. All right. And my favorite YouTuber of the month, her name is Amy DeWall. I'm pretty sure is how you say that. I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name. Now, she is from the UK. She has a very thick English accent. Is it English? Is it London? I don't know, but she has a very thick accent, and I just enjoy listening to her talk about books. She's a young girl. She's like probably like 18 or 19, maybe like 20 or 21. But I enjoy just listening to her talk about books. Like she has very similar tastes to me in books and the things that she reads. And I think that's why, one of the reasons why I enjoy hearing her talk about it. It's also like a different perspective on life and like taking the books that you read and like connecting them to your life. So it's a little bit of a different perspective in that way. I think it's weird, like when people who, like, for example, my age, like me as a 38-year-old, I can't watch and enjoy a 21-year-old. And I think you should be able to, because one, like, it's almost like connecting with your youth and keeping in mind that you can be as young as like your mindset, not like how you feel, but like just how you act and how you approach life. And I think also from this book, like the most joyous that you see a person is usually when they're young. They have no cares. They're not bogged down with things like bills and like time and like just the things of life, but they are still enjoying themselves in that moment. And I think that is something that can be taught from like watching younger people. Like it's in a way of wisdom. Like, yes, younger people should listen to older people and get the wisdom from them, but it also can be the reverse. Like I can learn something from a 21-year-old. So I went way in to say that I just enjoy watching her channel and listening to her talk about books, because like I said, like her taste in books is pretty similar to mine. And so I like hearing her perspective and stuff like that. I really enjoy that. Really enjoy that. So that's all I have for you guys. This was a short one because I've decided to break out my 12-week year and my financial portion. Because like I said, it's actually next one will be like the last month of the year, but because I'm doing Vlogmas, I can like take my time to really like set up for the new year. And that is a part of doing this, I think, reset and reflection, at least it is to me. Doing this reset is taking the time to like, okay, look at November, and then I'm setting up December, but like it's going to be the last one of the year. So, or that's just an excuse for me to say that I don't have my financial milestones together, which I don't, but I'll have them together by the time I do the video. It's fine. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoy our reset. And if you're enjoying Vlogmas, please give me a thumbs up. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.